here we go then. It is the Retrotech 20p challenge. And today, we're playing my choice, which is Pig Out, Dine Like a Swine. I've once again delved into the worst parts of MAME so that everyone is as miserable as me. But this time, Anthony Walker is also to blame somehow, although I haven't quite worked how yet. So, yes, so in this game, basically what you do is you run around and you must accrue as much calories as you can by eating all the sundry that is located around these different levels, while avoiding the werewolves, and which I didn't do there, and the butcher and any other tags that get in your way. So you must make sure you don't end up as dinner for them. But I thought it was a very themic game because we all overate terribly over Christmas with how lonely and crap our Christmases were this year. I'm just assuming that yours was as bad as mine. But this is a game by the Leyland Corp. It is a game that isn't great, but I just think it's an interesting curio, and I think it's good to get away sometimes from, you know, the established titles and play some of the weirder bits on there. It's more of a level playing field as well, if you like. I mean, I've only played this for the video that I did last year after I found it because I'd never heard of it before. But Leyland, of course, they had success. That's the first level done with Super Off-Road Racing, or Ivan Stewart's Super Off-Road Racing, if you're otherwise aware. And that was, I enjoyed that game quite a lot, but they didn't really have a lot of other major titles. And this was one of their slew of unknown games. I think it would, someone's pointed out to me that it would make a really good sort of NES or Commodore 64 or 8-bit game. I mean, graphically, this is 1990. There were better games out in terms of looks back then. And this sort of looks like flicky and plays a bit like a really crap bubble. But it is worth playing, I think, because it's just it's different. Who doesn't like a bit different in their life? So yeah, the Retrotech 120p challenge, which I haven't explained yet, is if you go into the Retrotech group, you can join up, and then every week we play a different arcade game, and you see how far you can get with 2 credits. So I think that's something that if you're not doing that, you should do. There's lots of banter and exchanges of views between people on their various choices, and I'm sure this will go down like a cup of cold sick. But it's... yeah, who doesn't love a pig? Who couldn't resist the flesh of a pig? None of these people for sure, as they dart around the level trying to consume this cool 90s chewed pig with his sunglasses on there. Just to let you know, if you've never played this before, the first level is always the same no matter which character you choose, but from the second level onwards it randomises the levels, and if you've got the bookstore as your second level, you're not going to win this challenge because that level is a pile of dicks. There you go, the grand total is 48,000 calories, which is pretty much what I consumed on Christmas Day. This is a good level to get. It is like a farmer's warehouse. There is a sort of proper food production plant as well, and it just chucks out numerous foodstuffs, and already in packets a lot of it, and for some reason a boomerang and bear traps as well, which is nice. The little lost old man there, it does encourage you to do violence against him. You might have wondering what that happened there. That was a little thunder strike. The thunder strike is where you pick up the thunderbolt icon, and if you get it, there you go. I've just killed the old man to steal his shopping, like a good hero pig. Take that, Captain Tom. So yeah, the idea is that the lightning bolt, it will save you and put you in a different part of the environment. That's my first continue done, as I've been consumed many times by the various wolf denizens of these levels. The butcher, who is your primary antagonist, there he is, appears later on in the level. As far as I can make out, he's not particularly more threatening than the wolves. But what I find quite interesting about this game is the weaponry you can pick up, which is like bean cans and bowling balls and there's some other bits as well, like the boomerang. The enemies can actually get that as well. They can actually pick it up and use it against you. And there's lots of neat little touches in this game that, if you look beyond how cheap it looks and how, you know, it's a little tiny bit ropey to control at times. It's not quite as tight as it needs to be. But if you can look beyond some of the very obvious flaws in this game, there are some neat little clever touches in it, such as the ability for enemies to pick up weapons. There is a lot of different power-ups, but the main aim of the game is obviously to build up so many calories that your pig becomes fat with triumph. There's no difference between the pigs as far as I can work out in terms of their abilities. I don't think we follow the convention of the female pig walking faster than the others. This is Clutch, by the way. Look at me, I just ended up in the stomach of another wolf there. Yeah, the female pig doesn't move any faster. You know, the one I've got here isn't any stronger than the other two. So yeah, whichever pig suits you most with its aesthetic look, then go for that. I mean, I've gone for the cool pig here. He's so cool because he's wearing sunglasses and no trousers. If you're a confident person, you can definitely pull that look off. I'm just saying. There's a bear trap there, as I said, that came out of the factory. No idea why. He also sees like potted plants. Let's see, who's got that werewolf there. He also sees potted plants as food, the pig. So that's one of the weird things about this is, yes, pigs will eat anything, but everything else that builds up his calories tends to be, you know, tasty food based. The beer makes you drunk, because of course it does. Which isn't a good thing in this game, because obviously it slows you down. I've been taken there by the butcher, who's put me in his prime meat bag. Quite why the butcher has got three live pigs in his shop is unknown, because surely they'd be at the slaughterhouse first. Lots of lollies there, burgers, chocolate bars, lots of different foodstuffs. But yeah, graphically not a great looking game, and as I say, Leyland, not the most successful of coin-op companies. Perhaps check out that Oddities video, because there are some weird bits on there. Some stuff I won't be able to use should I get the challenge again, because it's there's some risque stuff in there, let's just say. Number one on my list of obscure MAME oddities is problematic at best. It's an early 80s title, and there's another one which has got naked lady boobies and vaginis in it as well. There you go, 90,000 calories. We've all done it. I still don't know why the old man's in this factory though, so it's doubly bad that I brain him with a can, I suppose. There you go, the Thunderbolt in use again. You can run out of the cans, as you can see from my little infographic at the bottom. Oscar there. I haven't got any weapons as yet. The little power-ups represented that you've got the crash helmet there. I don't actually know what the crash helmet does. I don't know if that saves you as well as the fairy pig there is helping me out. She's I think you pick up the genie lamp, and she will appear and she will deposit foodstuffs and power-ups for you as to further your journey. I've just killed him with a bowling ball and farted in his face as he died. So yeah, respect to war heroes, kids. The other games, if anyone's wondering, that I was going to choose if you were on the group, because there was three, and I'll let Anthony pick the worst one by not commenting, was I was going to choose Galaxy Force 2, which is a 1988 Sega arcade game, which still to this day blows my mind how they did that in 1988. It uses the scalar technology from Outrun and just runs wild with it. It's nowhere near as good a game, but it's just a beautiful game for its time. And the other one is was going to be Shadow Force, which was a scrolling beat 'em up, which by Technos, who did Double Dragon and the WWF Superstars and WrestleFest games and Renegade and things like that. And it's really good. It's well worth playing if I don't get to choose one for a while. I will probably choose one of those two if I do get another selection within the next couple of months. But yeah, it's well worth trying that. And that is the end of my porcine adventure. My pork chop has been cooked. My ham has been placed in the great role of tragedy. But yes, please do join the Retrotech group if you haven't already, and I'll be interested to see how other people get on. Sean's done pretty good for his first go, but I should be currently in the lead. Let's see how everyone else does. Okay, thanks, bye, wink, wink.